Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my ratchets, you ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Houston Texans. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. Here's Tank Dell to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
Now a late signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Texans at 11-3 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You look at this Browns defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I know you feel like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Allen Lazard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Moore, the man in motion. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they will only extra yard here to the 38. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his right. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Faking the give. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Watson now to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 49. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on the line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Play action. Stroud now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Martin Emerson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignment. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Stroud now on 4th down. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. A tackle made there by Caden Stearns. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 45-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they'll wind up getting the yards they needed on 4th and 3. It's a gain of 4 that time. And the Browns are going to have a first down. Motion man is Schwartz. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper.
Complete to Amari Cooper. First and goal, Cleveland.
Here's Watson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, and he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On 4th down, Watson. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the shutout, at least for now, is still intact. Great job by the defense after, Charles, last time this crew was out here, remember, they gambled in their own territory, didn't get it. But the defense held, gave up no points.
And, Brandon, sometimes it all just comes together, and I think the head coach senses it today. His defense, they're absolutely on fire. It doesn't matter where the ball is on the field. When that defense trots out there, no one's moving it, no one's scoring, and he's playing to it right now.
Well, that group's chasing a shutout. Teammates here on the offensive side going to try to provide a touchdown and gain the momentum even more on this series. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them. Bring it up 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. That is incomplete.
That was all about the defender making it difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up, forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, it's Watson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. On first down, Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku from 4 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
You would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Throwing now is Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 3rd and 6. Stroud on 3rd down now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Watson on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as it will come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Stroud. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The Browns drive about to get started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think the people just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. And Chubb will try the middle here. Runs over him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Watson now to throw.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. There we go on fourth. Watson being chased out left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Houston.
Dalvin Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Texans have taken the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen.
And now Watson throws another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
You know this, the holiday season. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Cook. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Cook. Touchdown, Houston. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Browns.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go out of bounds and appears right at the 45. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Watson. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Cleveland.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Watson off play action.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Up the middle, it's Chubb. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. They set up the screen to Chubb. Touchdown! Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 60. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
14.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spot on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode, trying to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Stroud looking to throw. They'll fire one downfield for Fant, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down. Here's Stroud. Downfield throw tip, but he's still got it. He's inside the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar way past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like you can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll run for it with Cook. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dalvin Cook with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Texans stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Browns 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw, Watson. Connects with Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Now Watson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is Fant on the short completion.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. First and 10, it's Stroud. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dalvin Cook.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Ka'imi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure.